Hey everybody, could you hear me? All right. Hey,
Hey everybody, could you hear me?
all right. Hey,
Hey everybody, could you hear me?
shout out to all my Kim Bays and my Kim Boos who've been rocking with me from the start. If you have not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. My first goal is 500. I am new to YouTube. However, we is getting into some things here and we are doing very good. So I want to say shout out to all you guys who have been following me and giving me some tips and just let me know how this YouTube work. The first topic I wanted to talk about, everybody was anticipating on, was the FBG Duck case. Um, the trial started today, and um, FBG Duck mom, Mama Duck, she definitely came on and gave us a little update. As you guys know, this will not be broadcasted public like YNW Melly case is. So we will have to get the best updates from his mom and other bloggers who is going to be reporting. But I think the best accurate information that we're going to get is from his mother. We do have to make sure we keep her in our prayers. I just know that this has to be a hard and tough time for her. So yeah, she did a video today, and you could just hear it in her voice and just see it on her face that this is not easy for her, and I don't expect it to be. A lot of people saying that these O Block 6 do not have a good chance. However, there is other people who are saying that, there's not that much evidence. There's really no proof. The assumption that they're making is very clear. However, they have not really proven what they're accusing them of. So I find that this is going to be very interesting, and we will um, update and talk about it as much as we can as we get the information. So I just wanted to let you guys know that it did start today. However, Mama Duck did say that today and tomorrow will be jury selection. None of the defendants was there today. They will be there on Thursday. So um, basically, they're just picking out the jury. It's going to take them 2 days to do that. I thought the jury was already chosen. I thought they choose that before, stating putting the trial date on record. But I can be wrong. I'm definitely wrong in this situation. She did say that today and tomorrow will be um, the jury selection. So that was interesting to know. So there probably wouldn't be much to talk about until Thursday about what's actually going on, but we will pay close attention to that. Um, Another thing, guys, that we did talk about was the JT and Glorilla situation. Um, JT definitely responded in her own way. She didn't deny the accusations. She just basically said, here's a video of me not touched. So basically, nothing happened, or I didn't get whooped. It was just basically, you know, a probably a argument or some words was exchanged, but nobody got to hitting nobody. But she definitely did validate the accusations. So I found that really interesting. If you guys didn't know, also she did an interview recently, and she said that she was working on her solo EP. So I don't know what that means for the City Girls. However, JT is saying that she is working on a solo EP. So that's interesting as well. I don't know. Probably Young Miami is going to continue to do her podcasting and her acting and, give the City Girls up. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. But she did drop that on us that she is working on her EP. Um, let's see what else. What else? Joe Button and Drake. The argument is just so crazy. I don't know when it's going to be over, but it has been going on for a couple of days. The album is still new. Some of the songs, they are, they're okay. And I also felt where Joe Budden was coming from. A lot of them, a lot of the songs, it gives, the younger vibes. However, it's still going to be a hit album because who Drake is, so you got to put some respect on his name. However, Joe Budden has a great point too. So I just feel like everybody is entitled to their own opinions, and hey, we got to take it with a grain of salt. But you had a lot of people backing Drake up. You already know how that go. A lot of people rocking with Drake, so they had a lot to say with or about what Joe Budden was throwing out there. So I found that very interesting. And one of the people who had something to say, you already know once his name was mentioned, he was going to come and say a little bit. So let me see if I can show y'all. Um, Let me see if I can show y'all a little bit of what he said. Let me see. All right. Can y'all hear that?
You know what?
Oh, there we
He
go.
probably just
Let me go back.
from her. Don't even know how, nigga. Then we got this fucking Joe shit and caught it straight from this nigga. Why am I always catching strays, my nigga? Then I was like, you know what? He probably just see what's off the recent events and shit like this. I did my research on the nigga, including my name and everything he had to say. The nigga is always saying something bad about me. I be minding my motherfucking business. Every clip I done said, bro, this man, we talk about the same man who said he was ecstatic to see me get arrested and go to jail for the shit that happened in August. The nigga said he was ecstatic to see me get arrested.
So guys, as y'all can see, he definitely had something to say, and I felt what he said. They coming like Joe is basically a hater. They're taking it like haterade. That was the word back in the day. Throw a little haterade on there. But yeah, we have to, like one of the I heard a conversation with somebody else, made a valid point. When you have younger folks coming up in the industry and trying to build a platform, we have to allow those younger folks to get in. Like a lot of people who are set in their ways and who have already made a way, they act like other folks can't get in where they fit in. You can't knock somebody else off their pivot because it's working. Whatever they're successful at, what's for them is for them, and what's for you is for you. And I'm a strong believer on that. So we got to let the youngins do what they do. He has a strong platform. He has multiple people interested of going on his platform. He's streaming 24 hours, 12 hours a day. Nobody in the older generation is doing that. So you can't knock him for what he got going on, and you can't hate on what he got going on. This is fresh. This is new. This is something that nobody's doing. So you got to put respect on that. And to say that you wish he got arrested for what he tried to do, being, a young upcoming blogger, YouTuber, influencer, whatever title you guys want to give Kai Cenat, for him to say that Joe Budden said that he wish he was arrested for that situation, like, why are we wishing that type of stuff on folks when I think, my opinion, it was genuine, him going to the city, trying to give back to the community, and things just got out of control. It was a lesson learned. We all have to go through trial and error. So I know next time he'll probably, get approval or get permits or get whatever it is that he needs to do another successful community giveaway. So that was just a trial and error, a lesson learned. I didn't hear that Joe Budden said that about Kai Cenat, but I don't think Kai Cenat will make that up. He definitely heard it from somewhere, and that was his true, honest feelings on Joe Budden's feedback. So that's that. I find it just so crazy how, these people in the industry or who has been doing these things for quite a long time make it so hard for the newbies. Like, put us on game. That's what it's all about. But we have other folks who have other opinions and other hidden agendas. So we just gotta work hard and continue doing what we're doing and block out the hate and keep pushing forward. If they hating and talking about you, that mean that you're doing something right. So if I had a message to give to Kai Cenat, it would definitely be, if they talking about you, you're doing something right. So definitely keep going and keep going. Never let the hate get in between on what you got going on. If you are here watching, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and make sure you put some comments in the chat. This is my first live or my second live, so I'm just getting used to things. So we did get some information for YNW Melly, and I couldn't believe the new update. So apparently Robert Allen, who testified and who snitched on his co-defendants with the XXX Tentacion, his murder, definitely Robert Allen, did what he did. And I find it funny now, Robert Allen's name is mentioned in YNW Melly witness tampering case. He's a new witness. I don't know if it's just for the witness tampering part or is it for the whole entire, trial that's happening. So we'll just have to see, but his name is definitely on the list of witnesses provided by the state. So I don't know what they got up their sleeve, but that is some new news. I cannot believe all of the information that came out with the text messages and apparently or allegedly, YNW Melly is giving notes to other inmates and telling them to call people on his behalf and give them messages. It seemed like in the paperwork they said that they have video of Melly probably passing the note. Is some type of video that they have that's new. This video is from the jail. So something happened that they have a video of. I feel like they have it captured some way, somehow. I figured out he was putting the notes under his door for the other inmate to get. So maybe that's on video, them capturing him sliding a note under the door to the inmate and showing that the inmate got a piece of paper from him. It looks like they did a raid, or they went into that inmate cell to see what they can find, and they actually found a notebook containing numbers, letters, notes, stories, words, basically saying in that notebook, those letters had Bortland number or a number that said Bort next to it. It also had like little notes saying, tell him this and tell him that, or whatever the case may be. And the guy who was on there testifying with the mask actually was listening to those calls from that inmate. And what they found out is he actually was making phone calls on Melly's behalf. That's what they're alleging. Those are the accusations. So it's going to be interesting to hear those recordings and to see those recordings. Now, I don't know why we thought Bortland was the more dumber one in this situation. I just feel like those boys is in a situation and they doing the best that they can, trying to prove their innocence. Because as we know, the first trial ended in a hung jury, so there was no verdict. So at the end of the day, these boys are still innocent until they can prove their case. So in a situation like this, Melly doesn't have any outside, connections. He can't use the phone. He can't have any mail. He can't have any visitors. And he's in there for the last 4 years. He's still a young buck. Like, you just can only imagine the things that's going through his head. And, things that he want to clear up and things that he needs to know. So I guess he's doing anything possible to make sure, he can get a fair trial and he can, prove his innocence the best way he can in this situation. However, it seems like we had this all, mixed up. We were saying, well, Cortland got to be stupid for taking the bodies to the hospital. Like, why would you take dead bodies to the hospital knowing if y'all staged something? That made no sense. You should have just left them there. Sorry, but you should have just left them there and got up out of there and kept it moving and let everything play out the way it's going to play out. But for you to do that and to give an initial statement and everything just fell down, like nothing was cooperated, nothing went hand in hand with what you said, it was kind of like a red flag from the very beginning. But since he did give that statement, they did let him out and he was just free for the last 4 years. He did get arrested twice. This is his second time. The first time he was arrested, they did let him out again. However, this time Bortland is arrested for witness tampering and they are not giving him any bond. So that is where we are with that. However, it seems like Melly is doing more of the dumb-ish because word on the curb is when the inmate called Bortland to tell him some of these things that Melly wanted him to tell, he basically was saying, like, stop telling me that, tell him stop telling me that, tell him stop talking about this. Basically, he knew, he was smart. Like, you already know that these calls are recorded. They said every time you call someone or when somebody pick up the phone, these calls are recorded. No call is exempt. Whatever call they want to pull up, they have ways to pull up. So basically, Bortland probably felt that and was just like, stop telling me stuff that he's saying. He don't want to talk about that. And in some conversations, he did go on with the conversation, and they was calling the ex-girlfriend Rihanna because her name is Mariah. I don't know if that's short for like Rai or Rhea, or they just said, they were talking in codes and they were pertaining to someone to stay in the Maybach, keep quiet like she been doing, and they addressed her as ASAP Rocky wife. So of course we all know who that is. That's Rihanna, Riri. They try to throw, codes in there to throw folks off because they know that these calls are being recorded. So it was just dumb all the way around the board. If you knew or if you know that you're innocent, then just be cool, let everything play out the way it's supposed to, and then you just have to, wait and see. However, I do understand when you're, I don't understand. I've never been in a predicament. However, when you're in lockup for 4 years, he's probably losing his mind. Like, what can I do to figure out what's happening on the outside world? What can I do? And then you have these people in the system, this is a clear example of they're so corrupt and they can make up lies. Like, they make up lies and it's proven. They're fighting over lies that the state attorneys and deputies, investigators, they're making up things. And this is why a lot of the people have a hard time trusting the police, have a hard time fighting their case because the state and these officers, they have the upper hand. They can lie, they can get away with a lot. So I'm so happy that one thing I am happy about with this case is he do have a strong defense team and they're not letting up. They're going as strong as they possibly can. So Melly do got to give it up to his lawyers. I'm here for it. They're putting up a fight. It has been a circus, a shit show, all in one. But they are doing what they need to do in order, to prove his innocence. So, yeah, guys. I am trying to get my backdrop and everything set up so I can talk to you guys. You guys can see me, so I don't have to have this avatar thing up here. I don't like that, but I don't have everything set up, and I wanted to try out the live today because I had some things to discuss, and I wanted to see how this was going to go. So, yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, like my videos, share the videos with your friends and family. What else we got on here that we can discuss today? Oh, you know what else I wanted to talk to y'all about? Tupac. Tupac. Like, this is crazy. After 2 decades, I think 27 years, almost 30 years now, they are now dropping bombs. So we all know, I've been told y'all, I dropped the video months ago when it was first being, talked about. A lot of people wasn't up on it. And I made a video months ago about, it's not looking good for Diddy. Like, a lot of stuff was being talked about Diddy months ago. However, now that Keefe D house got raided and they arrested him, now everybody is like coming out of nowhere with all these videos. Like, this been was going on. This been was expected to happen for Keefe D to get arrested. Like, I've been was on that. I've been had that prediction. But yeah, he's arrested, and clearly in all his interviews that he did, his book, he's definitely got some bad blood, bad beef with Diddy. He played him. That's how he felt. He felt like, he was riding for Diddy, and Diddy left him hanging high and dry like he do everybody else. But I guess nowadays, Keefe D is getting older. He is older than what he was. He probably have no more fight in him, and he's gonna go out with a bang. I also heard that he was sick, so who knows how this is gonna turn out. They did question Keefe D back in the day, and he did give a statement, but the statement was under a profit. What they get? A proffer agreement. Profit agreement. And that means that whatever he said for that day, long as he told the truth, he was arrested on drug charges, that those charges will be dropped. But they needed the truth around Tupac murder. And he said it all. He said that Diddy was putting up $1 million for this. And he's sticking to that story. So this is where Diddy come into play. I find it so crazy. I don't know if anything is going to happen to Diddy. I highly doubt that something's going to happen to Diddy. I feel like they just, doing this, the upper folks who got some power, is putting this out here and is surrounding Diddy. Because if you guys don't know, Diddy did have a contract with Ciroc, and that contract is now null and void, is no longer in place. There was a big disagreement with Diddy and Ciroc. And after that deal went down and he was no longer involved, a lot of things around Diddy started to get sketchy. So I don't know if the people in the Ciroc world got some, folks in the upper world or upper, higher power that can pull these type of strings, or if it just happened the way it was supposed to play out. Hold on, y'all. Oh, that's how you add it.
So one person watching, that's not me.
Do y'all care about Nicki Minaj asking Kai Cenat what his favorite sex position is? The internet seemed to be pretty ruthless toward her about it.
How old is he? Is that why they were being ruthless?
He's 20, 21.
She's married.
From her? Don't even know how, nigga. Then we got this fucking Joe shit and
Do y'all care about Nicki Minaj asking Kai Cenat what his favorite sex position is? The internet seemed to be pretty ruthless toward her about it.
How old is he? Is that why they were being ruthless?
He's 20, 21.
She's married though.
I think that was the bigger thing is that she's married.
I'm not gonna say bigger because if he's 21, then why are we asking him what his favorite sex position is anyway? If I was 42 and I asked a 21-year-old girl, if I asked Lola Brooke what her favorite sex position is while she was sitting here, they
It
would
would
have
be
to do it.
eviscerated. It shouldn't be a double standard because I mean it's inappropriate. I don't give a shit who it is. It's just inappropriate.
Time out,
He's a
time out,
bad-
time out. I do not believe that Nicki Minaj.
from her? Don't even know how, nigga.
Do y'all? I missed. There were a lot of brawls over there.
It was niggas dancing.
Gorilla Blushes talking about Twitch streamer Kai Cenat.
Kai on Instagram Live the other day. Is he a lot of fun?
I'm blushing.
Yeah!
Eric, pronounce this.
1999.
Jonathan,